Today we're saying goodbye to the car that literally taught me how to drift. Boom! Step in 350Z. Okay. We're kicking off our makeover with a complete wide body kit from Fitment Industries, and we're also doing a carbon hood and hatch, which is going to look so good. Literally every single panel on this car is getting replaced except for the roof. Everything else, brand new. We have a lot of work to do. We basically have 48 hours to do the entire wide body kit and a good chunk of this makeover, so let's see if we can do it. I ordered everything you see here from fitmentindustries.com. This is a full Duraflex kit, but technically it's sort of a one-of-one kit because I did a little mix match. Okay, I guess we should back up a little bit and I'll tell you how I made this kit one of one. As many of you guys know, Fitment Industries is your one-stop shop for building your dream car, wheels, tires, suspension, exhaust, and more. And did you know, yes, you can get your body kit from them as well. Now, in the past, I've always just gotten a complete kit. My S15 Origin kit, my Rocket Bunny RX-7 kit, my Rocket Bunny RX-8 kit. But this time, I wanted to switch it up. The 350Z is a platform that is heavily supported in the aftermarket industry, and there are so many options. And for me, I didn't 100% love any one kit, so I decided to make my own one-of-one kit by mix and matching. This isn't something that's really promoted or I've seen people talk about, but yes, you can do it. I did confirm that all of the Duraflex kits are meant to line up with stock body lines, and yes, you can mix and match them. I did not intend to do this, but we are here now. I started off loving the Demon front and rear fenders right here. I love the way they just popped out from the side and added that little bit of aggression, but I wasn't really feeling the side skirts or the front and rear bumpers in these photos. And then I found their N4 front and rear bumpers, which basically makes your car look like a 370Z. And those were the ones that I absolutely loved. Now that we got our front and rear fenders picked out and our front and rear bumpers, it's time to finish this off by picking out our side skirts. I really love the venting that the front fenders have, so I found these J-Spec side skirts that also have some venting in them and decided to go with those. I really hope all this looks good together. Let me know what you think in the comments below about all my choices. What would you have picked? Do you like it? Is it gonna be weird? Will this work? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's start unpacking. Everything has been unwrapped. I hope it looks good. We'll find out shortly by the end of this video. We are replacing every single panel on this car except for literally the roof. So we got a lot of work to do. Luckily, I got some friends that are here with me and we're gonna make this thing happen in the next 24 hours. So let's get started. This is actually a monumental moment for this car because it hasn't rocked a front bumper in over 5 years. So this is a big day. Now, because of that, I don't actually have the mounts where a front bumper is supposed to mount to. So we're doing some nut certs right now. So far, so good. Okay, fun fact, I did not know that you still need the stock side skirts for this kit. So it's kind of like a side skirt cover situation, which I was not expecting, but I'm not mad about it because it's making it all way more secure and, you know, rigid, which we want that for a drift car. So don't be like me and get overly excited and start bringing all of your stuff out to the dumpster and almost throw away your side skirts. So look, it goes on like a covers and it all fits great. We don't have to do a whole lot of cutting back here, but I do want to get rid of this tab. Either gonna cut this excess material, or honestly, I think we'll do away with just hammering it up and making room. We are still finishing mocking everything up. I think we're gonna put on the carbon hood right now, finalize the fitment of our front fenders, move on to the side skirts, yes, our side skirt covers, and then get to the rear and eventually our hatch. But things are going really well. I mean, you do have the typical little sanding here and there, fitment stuff for the front fenders, but nothing's been too crazy. And these are all different pieces of different kits, all from the same brand, of course, but I was still a little nervous, but I'm really liking how it's shaping out. So back to it we go. Side skirts have re-entered the chat, obviously, because we have to use them. I'm at least gonna clean them up a little bit. There's a hole through that, but I'm just gonna cut all this off at least and give them a good little wipe down. Alright, it's next day. Like any body kit install, this has been a very long and tedious process. Through the end of yesterday, Eric has been killing it on the front end. He's still finishing that up right now, so we'll go get an update, and then I'm gonna jump on dialing in the rear fenders. Aw, snap! Look at that! Dude!
Shave some down here.
This only has the one bolt in it? Yep. I mean, that actually works really well.
Pull that down.
Oh, does that just doesn't have a washer yet?
No, the mount that I used for the headlight is broken on that side, so I don't have anything. I've got to find a way to, so I can pull this down.
Eric killed it!
Cutting.
On the front end, it looks so good. We're also fighting this bash bar right here, but I really don't want to take it off. And the rear is probably going to be similar because it hits like the tiniest bit. I appreciate you taking way longer to make the bash bar work. Thank you. Also, spoiler alert, Jonas was in here yesterday wrapping the doors. Yes, we're doing pink again, but that's all you're gonna see in this video. Oh, you may see it. No, that's the only thing that's being wrapped, right? Yeah, Jonas isn't coming back, so that's the only hint you're gonna see in this video. Yes, the base of the car is gonna be pink, but it's gonna have a livery on it, and we have new wheels, and it's gonna be super sick. We might have a little bit more clearancing we need to do. all the fiberglass particles are sticking to my hair. Oh well. We were able to get away with just hammering the crap out of everything here, and yes, a lot of Bondo, as you saw, came off of the side. It's completely clearance. You can barely see it, but if anything, this new fender comes down lower than this. So we are totally good on this side, and honestly the rear fenders were pretty easy. Eric had the harder job up front. This was pretty sweet. Right now it's just being held in with self-tappers. We don't want to final rib nut things yet. So far so good. The rear was pretty straightforward. You can now see with these rear fenders, this is the stock door line that it follows and goes all the way up. And then same with the front fenders as well. That stock door line comes right there. Oh my gosh, I'm actually just now taking a step back to appreciate this, y'all. I love it already. And I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I almost wish that the doors weren't wrapped, so it was all black, so we could see how it looks, but are you kidding me? Look how aggressive it looks. I love it. I love it already. Eric, it looks so good. I feel like I can kind of take a breath of relief of all of my decision making with piecing this technically like a one-of-one kit together with all the different Duraflex parts. But I really like it. I love how aggressive like these lines are. One of my favorites. Super happy. Good work, my dude. Wow. I was worried back here, but there's been some magic, some zip ties, some self-tapper placements, some cuttage around here, some more zip tieage. The real light is not gonna fit in here, but I'm gonna do my best to just get the cover of it. But man, this looks great. Masterpiece, job well done.